Today's question comes from Tom in Louisiana. He says, I'm 32 years old, married with one child and another on the way. I have a mechanical engineering degree and have worked as a project manager for the past 3 years. We are debt-free except for our $158,000 mortgage, and we have $35,000 saved in retirement. During the pandemic, I lost my job where I earned $97,000 a year. I applied for numerous positions with no success, so I lowered my expectations to look for lower-paying opportunities. I received and accepted a job offer as a project manager at a nonprofit. This position pays me $67,000 with no benefits. However, to my surprise, I really enjoy this position and the environment. Am I settling? Should I continue to look for bigger and better jobs with actual benefits such as insurance and 401k? Yes, I would continue to look. I think it's great that he loves it, but I don't think this is the end game long term.
There's a false dichotomy that pops up a lot, and the false dichotomy is that the only way I can find a job in an environment that I love is if I'm underpaid. And that's just not true. You can make actually great money at a company you love, and that that the environment is awesome. You just have to look for it and find it. Those things are actually out there. There are good companies, and that are not nonprofits, and they do a good job. We're one of them, by the way.
With benefits.
We don't hire. We don't have any mechanical engineers here, so I can't help you with that. But the point being that, and our people are paid market and above. Our pay grade here. We constantly doing compensation studies to make sure we're paying what the market is saying someone that position, that type of thing is worth. We want to be at least at that, if not better. And we work really, really hard. So is it possible? I think you went through a scary time, and it probably took some of your confidence away. It feels to me like this is safe, and you don't want to stick your hand out there in the cold again. You got tired of being cold, and I don't blame you for that. But I think you've created then a false narrative that's not true.
Yeah.
That would be false, in other words, yeah.
And project managers are in high demand. Even in Louisiana, I think you can do better than $67,000 with benefits. And so there's nothing wrong with working at this nonprofit and enjoying that, but I still would be looking for the other opportunities out there.
I think you're probably worth 110 in the market, and you just got to find some place that's not a toxic environment, and you're not taking it just for the money. You're taking it because it's work you like, with a place you like. Oh, and by the way, they pay really well. Oh, and by the way, they have good benefits. But no, I don't ever want someone to take a job just for money and put up with horrible situation or I hate my life or whatever. It's not a Ken Coleman thing. It's not a Ramsey thing. So no, I wouldn't do that. But the false dichotomy is that the only place
you only get one.
The only place you can work that's good is if you're underpaid, and that's just not a true thing. Not a true thing at all. Generally speaking, you're going to really get paid really well at something you actually love in an environment you love. That's not. You don't have to settle to have meaning. Settle on the income side to have meaning. That's just not a true thing. Good question. Very interesting.